Yo, what's going on YouTube? I'm bad at intros, and sorry I haven't posted a video in a while, but I recorded a different one, and I just didn't like how it came out, so I ended up not posting it, and now we're doing another one today. These aren't in their stock combos, so let me get that out of the way. Today we're going to be taking like an in-depth look and doing battles with all of my Metal Fight, Fusion, Fury, whatever you want to call them, Metal Fight bays, and yeah, I'm going to be kind of ranking them based on how good their parts are individually and if they're any better when you put them together. So let me put these in their stock combos, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so before I say anything, let me establish that this one, that one, and where is it? This one are the only three that weren't from the Goodwill. So the rest of these are all may or may not be the wrong combos. I'm 99.9999% sure that they're the right combos because I did spend like an hour researching them. But feel free to tell me if they're not. I would love to know because some of these don't look exactly right, even though I've seen pictures of them like in these combos. This one in specific, which is from Random Booster Volume 5, and yeah, I said it was from 21 last time, but alright, we're going to do an in-depth parts review of all of these Beyblades real quick, and then we'll get right into the battles. So we're going to start with this one. This is Ray's Serpent. So that's Ray, that's Serpent. This is the called the Energy Ring, and I believe this is called the Fusion Wheel. Yeah, Fusion Wheel. And then this is the track, and this is the performance tip, just if you want to know what I'm talking about. The face bolt is wrong on this, but everything else I believe is right. So this piece right here is, I don't believe I know what it's called, but it's just this like little metal tip that's kind of rounded, and then it's pretty normal other than that. And then this track just moves back and forth. It's never perfectly aligned, but you know, it can be less unaligned. Ray is a good defense type fusion wheel, and Serpent is very well rounded. It doesn't have good stamina due to the track, but the tip would have fairly good stamina if it weren't for the track. These two I'm going to do at the same time. They're both Grand Cetus, the only difference is the track. As you can see, this one's just a lot bigger and heavier, and this one probably gives better attack. The Grand Fusion Wheel is good for, like, it's very round. It can be good for stamina and defense. The Cetus part has these holes here, here, and here, which I don't know what purpose they serve, but it is a round, it's a pretty round energy ring other than that. And then this is just a hard rubber tip, which has good stamina, but not a lot of life after death. And same thing for this. Spiral Fox and Cyclone Herculo come in the same pack. They are very different in terms of parts. This one is a good attack type. All big attack type parts, except for the track. It's just a normal balance track. And this one is Spiral Fox. Spiral's good for stamina, and it's pretty close to Storm. It's taller for defensive purposes, and it has good life after death because of the tip. Inferno Gnasher is this one right here. Inferno isn't the greatest ever, but its other parts are fairly good. And this just brings it down a lot, and might actually be my first one. This is Bakushin Susanoo. It's a good attack type. It is really fast in the stadium, as you'll see later, and it's also really low down, so it scrapes sometimes. It also can knock its opponents upwards with its low, tapered fusion wheel. This is Dark Bull. He's pretty simple. All of the guys with the dark ring is similar. He's a balance type, I believe. And he's got... I think this is called the Horns track, but I'm not sure. And then he's got just this wide tip. This is Flash Orso. Flash is good for stamina, but also attack. I think it's more used for stamina purposes because it's so lightweight, but it has a good amount of knockback. This is Switch. It can switch from defense to attack. It doesn't actually do much when it switches because no one ever hits that, and it doesn't give it more defense or anything, but you know, it's a cool gimmick. And there's a wide ball, I believe. It's just got these little needles on the bottom so it grips the stamina better. Stadium better. Oh my god, I can't speak today. Same performance tip on this guy, and this is the same one that's on the blue Grand Cetus. This is Rock Scorpion. Rock is a good defense type fusion wheel, and Scorpion is kind of really lightweight, but other than that, it can be good sometimes. Infinite Lucenta is a attack type with mostly stamina type parts, like Gyro, and it's just a nice round stamina bay. Yeah, so we're gonna do battles, and then I'm gonna rank them from worst to best, or maybe, you know, S-A, the normal ranking system, and I'll see you then. Stadium. Okay, so we're just gonna do these in kind of a random order, and we're gonna battle some of them, and then we'll see what the ranking is. So first we're gonna do Grand Cetus versus Ray Serpent. I'll show you. This guy is good for stamina, but Ray Serpent has really high knockback, and he's a great attack type, so we'll have to see how this goes down. Oh, Ray Serpent hit a wall and ran out of stamina really quickly, so... Alright. As you can see, he's not very good under most circumstances, but depending on the situation, he can do better. For example, sometimes he knocks himself into low attack mode instead of high attack mode by accident, because the bottom is very, like, doesn't have much friction, so it just moves back and forth really easily. But yeah, as you can see, this guy is pretty good for taking hits, I guess. We will use the lighter Grand Cetus versus Spiral Herculo. And Herculo is a high-powered attack type, but I don't believe it has enough weight to knock out Grand Cetus. Grand Cetus will take really high attack to knock out. Like, I don't know, I don't have any huge attack bays. This is my best one. So, yeah, this is, this guy slows down pretty fast. Herculo does, but he also has quite a bit of stamina and, like, life after death somehow, which, I don't know. Oh, there we go. So he got taken out by Cetus. Inferno Gnasher versus Spiral Fox. As you can see, he gets one hit and he just scrapes and is out. So he doesn't have too good of an afterburner either, you could say, because of that small tip right there. Next up, we have Dark Bull versus Bakushin Susanoo. So my bull is actually slightly broken. The screw just keeps spinning when you screw it on, which I know is a problem lots of bays have. So Susanoo is actually a best for tornado stalling. Even though his bottom is really good for, like, aggressive attacking, the rest of it makes it so that he just is better for going around the stadium, specifically the fusion wheel. But yeah, then again, he does get some really good hits in, and he can just take out an opponent right away like Bull here. Although Bull does have really good life after death, like he just keeps on spinning for an extremely long time, but in the end, Bakushin Susanoo does win. Next we have Flash Orsa versus Infinite Lucenta. Flash Orsa is a stamina type, I believe, and Infinite Lucenta is an attack type, even though he acts a lot more like a stamina type. The last one we have is, here is Rock Serpent, or Rock Scorpion, sorry. So we'll put him up against Spiral Herculo because he didn't have a great opponent before. Because I only have 11, so I don't have any number. And then we'll do some more battles with some of the better ones, and then we'll rank. Alright. And Infinite Lucenta loses. Now this guy normally is really good. He's definitely one of my better ones. But this guy's kind of just on and off, right? Like, it doesn't matter who he's battling. He could win one time, and then like 5 minutes later lose to the same guy. So, then again, a lot of Beyblades can do that, and it's just, I don't know. Okay, so he picks up a lot of speed and knocks himself upwards almost. That was an, I tried to do an angle launch. I don't know if it actually was, but yeah, there you go. And now you get that good flower pattern. Rock does have a lot of defense, and so does Wide Ball, but I'm not sure if Scorpion is heavy enough for any of that to matter. Oh, but Herculo does lose a lot of stamina. Let's see. Oh, alright. Herculo loses. So, yeah, that's all of them that I went through now, and they're all decent in some regard. My favorite one is definitely Bakushin Susanoo. For, I don't know, he's just very aggressive, and his, whoa, let me try that again. My favorite one is definitely Bakushin Susanoo, for his just being aggressive, and he can't really do a good flower pattern. He, well, I guess if he hits his opponent, he kind of carries them around with him. But unless he already, like, gets that flower pattern, you can't really keep one, you know, so. Oh, and he takes out Grand Cetus by knocking him over. That's another way to win, I guess. This guy often scrapes more than anyone else, though, so I'm surprised he didn't scrape first, because look how much taller Cetus is than Susanoo. Well, you can't really tell. I don't know, I'm just saying. You can sort of see a difference there. You can barely see his bottom while Cetus sticks out a bunch. So, yeah, and then a really unexpectedly good one. When we first got him, Rock Scorpion was really bad, but then he did win a couple tournaments, so yeah. And now, ranking. I feel like in the Metal Fight series, all you really need is high attack power, because if you can knock someone out, then you'll do really well. Then again, that matters more in burst, I think. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. I think near the beginning of Metal Fight, what you really needed was high stamina, because you can't be burst, so you just outspin your opponent. But now it's more attack power, because closer to the end it became attack power, because you just hit your opponent really hard and boom, they're flung out of the stadium. So down here at the bottom is Ray Serpent, because even though he has high attack power, he's very situational. He's not, honestly, he just sucks, like, in general. He runs out of stamina way too quickly. He's the only one I'm going to put in, like, F tier. Next, we got D tier, which I don't think anyone deserves to be D tier. No one's really that bad. Maybe Inferno Nasher, for the reason that he doesn't have enough defense or stamina to be called either of those, but he doesn't have any attack power. He's kind of like the quest driver in where they tried to make him really good at one thing and sacrificed everything for it. C tier is there's like a middle ground, I think. We can put just maybe this Grand Cetus. Maybe not. Maybe he can go in the same one as this one, but I feel like this one is just aesthetically more pleasing. But if we're going to put them in the same one, we'll put them both in B tier. I don't think anyone deserves to be in C tier necessarily. Spiral Fox is definitely B tier. Rock Scorpion is A tier. Actually, Flash Orso can be in C tier. And Bull. Let's switch these. Yeah, because these guys don't spin for too long, so even though they have really high defense, the rubber sacrifices a lot. Plus, it's hard rubber, so. Up here, we have Herculo and Rock Scorpion, because they can be really good, but honestly, sometimes they're just, you launch them wrong and they completely suck. This guy, Bakushin Susanoo, is not, I don't know, one of these two is probably my best. Infinite Placenta or Bakushin Susanoo. That's an S tier up there. I think more of these are good than bad. Like, maybe I don't have any really good ones, or maybe they're all mid-tier, I don't know, but based on these ones, they're like this. I feel like if I had to actually rank all of them, like, one by one, actually, I'll do that after. So, if you can see now, this is the ranking from S, A, B, C, D, F. If I had to rank them one by one, I'll go move these three down and put this guy here because he's a little bit heavier than this Grand Cetus, so his defense goes up even more. Probably Dark Bull here, Spiral Fox, or maybe switch these two, and then Flash Orsa, Rock Scorpion, Cyclone, Herculo, Infinite Placenta, Bakushin Susanoo, in somewhat of an order like this. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to check out our previous videos and my next videos, which are coming up. I don't know exactly what they'll be about. Probably not Beyblade stuff, because I've done a lot of that. But I will post more Beyblade stuff in the future. Once I get new ones, maybe I'll review them. I'm planning on getting Chain Kerbeus. Make sure to like this video, because that helps out a ton. I know it's a cliche way to phrase that, but... And subscribe, maybe, if you like the videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.